What up, YouTube? I want to talk about competition and fear, and how competition is a direct derivative from fear. And we, as a society, have submerged ourselves into this ocean of competition. We, as a culture, compete conspicuously as well as inconspicuously. And really, fear and competition are intertwined with each other because competition drives fear and fear drives competition because we're playing this game, King of the Hill game, and we want to be on top of that hill either through a corporate perspective, through the sports, through any form of receiving an incentive. We want to be on top because that's what's been bestowed and engendered upon us. That if you want to have these riches, or if you want to have relationships, or just any materialistic possession, that we need to drive ourselves, and we'll receive these incentives to make us happy. And really, it doesn't make us happy because we're always going to want more because we've been subject to consumerism. Now, competition, and it really has divided us from each other, but most importantly ourselves. Now, people like to express the idea that competition is a good thing. It does marvelous things for us. It allows us to work harder and to build future innovations so that society as a whole can flourish. When that's kind of counterfactual in a sense that there's other forms of getting people to do things, just the kindness of their heart. When you have this constant state of competition, you elicit violence, you elicit greed and famine because people want more for themselves, or they want to monopolize everything for themselves and get people to consume into what what they've been selling to the people, which it derives all from fear. Everything is driven in fear, from fear in this day and age, because fear is the essence. Fear is the very embodiment of the world today. We live in a world where everything is ran by fear. So you get like just branches from that fear tree, and the main one is competition, and we're competing with each other. And you should never compete with others. Always try to find peace within yourself. Don't compare yourself to others, but compare yourself to whom you were yesterday. And that is the biggest divine principle that I can find, that I can, me myself, adhere to, because compare yourself to who you were yesterday allows you to have a in-depth introspection. It allows you to really search and dwell inside yourself rather than trying to dwell inside others, which leaves you fragmented because you want to compete with others. You want to have this over the next person. You want to have this money, this amount of money versus this person. And it is really, you always going to want more and more and more because that's what we've been habituated with. We have habituated ourselves with these customs that are flawed. And it's really time to just detach from it and to think differently than what society or people tell us the way to think, that we need to compete. We need to have an incentive to work because we won't get things done. And when people think that way, I feel like they only see society or see life as just this one narrow spectrum, when there's much more than that. So that's all I really want to talk about, just competition and fear. And don't let that be the driving force behind what you want to accomplish in this life, because it holds no substance to it. It's very dense, and it will never really get you peace within inside yourself, because that has to come from inner self. Chasing things externally will just lead you to just a way of, it's a disarray. That's all it is to it. Rather than chasing, you don't necessarily have to chase the internal values because they come naturally. They're our intuition. They're who we truly are. Is we're supposed to be these beings that search within inside our, not necessarily search, but find peace within inside ourselves. And then if you don't do that, you search externally for things which really have no weight to it. So just want to talk about that. So peace out.